Session 2. This is a channeled message. We are here today to bring you this second session with the view of elaborating on some of the things that we spoke about in our first session. While we understand that there is a deep desire for people to understand, to experience the high levels of consciousness and wanting to attain this higher state of joy and connection, you need to understand also that there is a structure in place for this to happen. And while things are starting to open up for humanity to step into their true potential, the unfolding is going to happen over a period of time. It can't all happen at once, not at this point in time anyway. You are in a period we call the quickening, which is occurring now, but in the early stages. During this time, when enough people have dropped into their place in the matrix, which we will be talking about in this session, then that opens up the portal for more to drop in simultaneously. That is the future for humanity. You will assist each other in the process, and that is the miracle that will unfold. We spoke about the matrix in our last session, and we felt that we did not really give enough information on that structure. When the decision was made for the one to experience itself as the many, there needed to be set in place a certain way for the many to find their way back home. And that is why the Crystalline Matrix was put in place, to allow that to occur. This happened at that initial bursting forth that created the universe. It did not just happen on this planet on which you inhabit, it also happened on all the planets where life exists. So the Crystalline Matrix, if you can use your visualization powers, which collectively are getting stronger every day, the Crystalline Matrix is a glowing structure that is around the planet. It is like, imagine a crystal glowing, vibrating, pulsating, a geometric framework with crystalline points across its surface. It is a living thing, a structure that is not unlike the veins, arteries, and synapses inside your body. The universe is made up of the same structures and repeated patterns after all. These are the building blocks of matter and everything that birthed this existence for you. The purpose of this living crystalline structure is that as people reach the highest states of consciousness, they will in fact start finding their place within that matrix, because there is a place in that matrix for every human. So as you start to attain the higher levels of consciousness, you will in fact find your place in the matrix, and there is a certain dropping into the point that is reserved for each of you. If you can imagine a whole bunch of humans hovering above the planet, or rather the energetic imprint of them, and then when their time comes, they actually drop into it, reinforcing the structure. The energy of them taking their place actually moves out across all the different points, reaching out and connecting up with the other humans who have dropped in already. A gradual but profound process of expanded consciousness, humanity evolving individually while simultaneously giving strength and laying the foundation for others to follow. This is a power structure. It is extremely powerful. It cannot be broken down. It can only be reinforced. It is something that is going to catapult humanity into the next phase of their evolution. You cannot avoid this. You can only avoid joy by taking longer than necessary to find your place. When you look at the earth and you look at the things that are happening on the planet at this point in time, you will see there is much darkness and there is a lot of dense energy that seems to be holding humanity in a very negative frame of mind. Confusion seems to be the prevailing state. Humans seem to vacillate between apathy and fear of an uncertain future. While you live in duality, then the denseness will remain. There is no struggle between the dark and the light, however. Please understand that only the light is real. The darkness is just illusion. You bought it. You made it real in the melodrama of your lives. The only way that you're going to move towards the light is when the feeling of the darkness is so dense that you cannot handle it anymore, and you realize that your only way forward is to embrace the light. Sadly, this is the truth. We wish you could see the light and see the potential of stepping into your true destiny without the darkness. There will come a time, as we have said, where the light overcomes the dark, where there are enough within the matrix that have dropped in and are spreading the light, reinforcing and adding power to the matrix. You may understand now why we feel the need to reach out to as many of you as we can. You alone have the power to end the suffering. You need to find your own unique contributing gifts that will lift the whole, supporting humanity in the move to its next evolutionary place. You can turn towards the dark or you turn towards the light. You can sit in the middle in a neutral, I'm completely powerless kind of mindset. You need to find your way away from the darkness and understand that what you focus in is what you create. Turn away from the darkness, turn away from the powerlessness, and start moving towards the light. The only way that you're going to do that is by looking at these gifts that each one of you have been gifted with upon birth. When you came into this life, you were given a contract that you needed to fulfill within this life. There are those who will not fulfill their contract and will need to come back again and again. You were given a contract and you were given gifts that were to be used in this life to help you to attain higher levels so that you can step into your place in the matrix and become part of the evolution of this planet. This is the elegant, simple truth. What we would like to speak about now is what we mentioned about there being matrices around other planets in the universe. And that, of course, brings into question the thought that you are not alone on this planet and that you are far from the only life form in the universe. We know that there is a lot of curiosity on the planet at the moment about visitors from other planets and that sort of thing, and people perhaps being unsure as to whether to be excited or terrified about what all that means. Please know that there is indeed a lot of life in this universe, and you are a part of that, but we need you to understand that you are a part of an intergalactic community, and there is no need to fear life from other sections of the universe. We will advise you to remember, however, that along with the fact that you have a lot of density on your planet, then there is also not wise to think of others from different planets as all being, how can we say, godlike or here to save your planet, that kind of thing, because that's not always true. There are certainly those who are much more spiritually advanced than you are, coming and lending their assistance to humanity at this time. But there are also denser forces that are interacting with humanity and coming to the planet. And that is part of the density that you are struggling against. That is just a matter of fact. But again, we do encourage you to understand that it's what you focus on that you will create. It's what you will attract. So we need you to be aware of that and not to fear what you don't understand, but to keep an open mind and know that there are things that are set in place to help you and to assist you. There are a multitude of angels and other worldly beings who are surrounding you at this time to assist you through the denseness. Moving forward, we are hoping to continue our conversations to bring more information to you in a way that it can be easily absorbed and of use to you. That is all that we're going to say for today, and we hope that this information is of value to you. Until next time, we love you. Keep moving towards the light and stay away from illusion.